There's global outrage now after Israel's barbaric pounding of an aid ship headed to Gaza. Everyone from the US to Turkey to the United Nations has unequivocally condemned Israel's blatant use of force against innocent civilians. But now Israel, in a desperate publicity gimmick, has released videos to show that their soldiers were first attacked by activists on that ship, and that's why they retaliated.
Flotilla attacked in international waters. Unarmed civilians shot at. 19 dead, scores injured. It's the most barbaric act by Israel since the end of the Gaza war. Israel intercepted the Freedom Flotilla, a fleet of 8 ships carrying about 10,000 tons of aid for Gaza, blockaded by Israel for 3 years.
Mamata, you are approaching an area of hostilities.
But as the world watched in horror, Israeli special forces stopped the Mavi Marmara, the lead ship of the flotilla. As the Israelis tackled aboard, there was chaos on deck. Innocent civilians were fighting with the Israeli naval commandos armed to teeth.
Israeli officials tried to paint them.
Soon, the rain turned deadly. Israeli soldiers opened fire with live ammunition. Bloody passengers sprawled on the deck. But for some people like this man, it was too late. The fighting injured dozens of activists and left 19 dead. Israel scrambled to explain this blatant use of force. It released this video saying soldiers were attacked by activists armed with rods, knives and pistols snatched from the troops.
They deliberately attacked the first soldiers who came on the ship. They were mobbed, they were clubbed, they were beaten, stabbed. There was even a report of gunfire. And our soldiers had to defend themselves, defend their lives, or they would have been killed.
But Israeli high-handedness has incurred the wrath of the entire world. Turkey, once a close regional ally to Israel, withdrew its ambassador and called for an emergency session of the UN Security Council. Protesters stormed the Israeli consulate in Ankara. President Obama has voiced deep regret. Talks between him and Netanyahu have been rescheduled. The UN condemned the violence and called for a thorough investigation.
Carrying supplies for Gaza, apparently in international waters in the early hours of this morning. I condemn this violence.
There were mass protest rallies in the US and across Europe. In Paris, riot police clashed with scores of protesters demonstrating outside the Israeli embassy. Australia called on Israel to conduct an investigation. India too condemned the incident and called it unfortunate.
India deplores the tragic loss of life and the reports of killing and injuries to the people on the boats carrying supplies to Gaza.
This is yet another chapter where an occupying force has brazenly strangled the voice of peace and the voice of reason. With Maha Siddiqui, New Delhi, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
All right, there you have it. It's as much a question over the United States of America to stand up and condemn in unequivocal terms what Israel has done and to take action against its most prized ally. We'll see how that global story plays out in the next few days.